how's it going? So today we're going to be doing a Sims 4 building hack video where I'm going to be showing you 10 tips and tricks on how you can improve your building and just some creative like build ideas for your game. For this video today, we're going to be using base game only, no custom content, and no mods. If you guys like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. So for our first one, we're going to be starting outside. I made this like homemade pergola, which you guys know if you've been around my channel, I freaking love these things. I think they look so pretty, and I've used a whole bunch of debug plants, including these little like daisies that I found in my pond, but that's not the point. So I'm going to show you how I made this. First of all, we're going to open up our cheat box. I'm going to be using move objects, show hidden objects, and show live edit objects, which I can put in the description down below if you guys want to just like copy and paste that and put that into your bar. So the first thing I'm going to do is type in debug in my search menu down below, and I'm going to put my filter on to base game only so that we can filter out all the stuff we don't really need. So we're going to scroll down. I'm going to use this like plank of wood here. This is going to be the one I'm going to use for my like column part of the pergola, and then I'm also going to be using this here. So they're very close. The bad thing about debug is you can't use shift. So I'm going to just put these kind of in a line. I'm going to try and measure out to the best of my ability to make sure they're evenly spaced here. And then for these, what I'm going to do is turn them around, and we're going to raise them up holding control and 9, literally just raise these all the way up until they kind of meet the top of that like column there. So I'm going to just stick those, make sure they're in the middle of the wood, and I'm going to repeat that all the way across. And then on the other side, I'm just going to meet wherever that wooden beam like hit the wall. I'm just going to use 2 of these and raise them up so that they meet that wooden column, and we're just going to repeat this all the way across. And then as a final touch, I'm going to be using this here. I don't know where this is in the real world, but I'm going to be using this thing here. I've shrunk it down and I'm just raising it up. I think that looks so pretty, very like romantic kind of style, which is going to match the bedroom where we are going next. Also over here, I've got a debug fence. So we are going to use this here, shrink it down. I'm not a big fan of the base game fences that we've got, so these work, and they're right beside that wooden plank that we've used. There are honestly tons of different fences you can find in debug, like this one here I like to use a lot. You've got some stoned ones as well. Definitely something good if you're sick and tired of the regular base game fences like I am. We're gonna go inside. I'm gonna show you the next hack that we are gonna do. Carrying on with that romantic kind of aesthetic, I'm gonna go into this bedroom here, which I've made a custom headboard. We've made a custom bed frame there and a custom fireplace. I'm gonna show you how I did all of this, including where I've got this beautiful custom art, which you're gonna see a lot throughout this build. So first of all, what you're gonna do is type in custom art under item name on the gallery. This is not custom content, so you can download it whenever. You might have seen me use this a few times in some of my previous builds before. Definitely a really good hack, but my favorite one to go for is always this one here. This is by Julia Builds. This is like eco lifestyle custom art. If you open this up, some of these are like pictures that come with eco lifestyle. And even if you have eco lifestyle, like these are the ones that kind of lean against the wall. A really good tip you could use is download this off the gallery, and then you can actually hang them up as like framed pictures. These look so beautiful. This custom fireplace. I'm gonna delete this, show you how the heck I did this. So essentially what I did here, I went to go and get this oven hood, and I'm gonna shrink it down once so that I can kind of have it hovering above the ground a little bit, and I don't want that like blue ribbon at the end. I'm gonna try and get rid of that with these guys. So these are amazing if you need to use just like a white frame. This is what I also did for my headboard here. These are all just vents. So what you're gonna want to do for this custom fireplace is actually delete the wall behind it. So I'm gonna just go like that there, because this is gonna want to try and like clip to the wall, and it's gonna be really hard to work with. So now without the wall there, you can kind of turn it and place it where you like. I'm gonna just raise it up and put it kind of like just like that, I think. And then on the side, I'm gonna take this again and I'm gonna size this down. I really just want to cover up that blue. And then again, you're gonna do Control 9 to raise things up if you're using PC, and you're just gonna squeeze that on the side there. And this is gonna be our fireplace like hanging down. One really cool thing that I learned recently is if you size down fireplaces, no matter if they're base game or what, they will still work. Your Sims can still light them. So that's how I'm gonna kind of like get rid of the base game fireplace and replace it with one that I'm making myself. Now we can put the wall back, and I'm gonna use my tiny little fireplace. I've sized it down, and I'm just gonna place that right underneath. Now from this point, you can kind of use whatever you want on the bottom. I was going through debug and I found around like a chimney top. I'm filling mine also with some debug wood just to kind of like cover up the fireplace that's in there. And we're gonna test this out, make sure that it's functional. She's going to light it, and it works. Hell yeah. See, I think that looks kind of cool. We're gonna move next into the living room. I've got some living room, some office hacks, some kitchen hacks, and one more bedroom hack. So thing we're gonna check out is our custom TV unit. This is another super common, very easy build hack that you can try. So these here are vault wall cabinets. I like these because I like the wooden look. I like that texture. I think it looks kind of cool. You can use any cabinet you want. I'm gonna go with this one here for this like tutorial. So I'm gonna go ahead and build my wall where I want this to be. We're gonna turn around and delete this wall here. So now we can work a lot more easily back here. I'm gonna go and get my cabinet, and I'm just gonna place them like where I would want them to be on the build. So I want mine to be right here. I think I did have those turned around before. Maybe I'll put them backwards just for the point of this. And then we're gonna go back and put our wall back and delete the one from inside, and we're gonna see the backs of these cabinets there. If you're fine with that little like gap back there, then you can just leave it. I like to kind of fill mine in, even though it's gonna make a little bit of a glitch. And essentially that's it. I've also used the same debug wood planks that we used for our pergola before. I'm gonna go in with some shelves just kind of in here for some nice detail. If you guys hear snoring, by the way, my dog is literally like passed out in the back. I'm so sorry about it. And that is my custom TV stand. Like I said, you can get creative with this, make it your own, but this is what I decided to do with mine. And then over here, I've also done kind of something similar. This wood plank, I don't know, I think I just like the tone of it, like the color. Essentially what I did here is I went into debug, found that wooden plank again, and then using this like wooden shelf here, this base game wooden, the immaculate shelf, I'm gonna just put those on the side of the wood plank. So I'm kind of making my own like bookshelf here. This can be really nice to fill up space if your build is kind of like lacking something. I love to clutter, so using this as like a bookshelf or just adding extra little clutter pieces, I think looks really, really, really cute. Let's spin around over to this side here. I have my own like office closet that I kind of made. I really like this idea. I did a video recently showing trends of 2021, and one of them is creating your own office spaces with what you got. So that's kind of what we got here. I've got my open walls kind of mimicking like an open French door kind of thing. Again, with that beautiful custom art. I think the key here, a big tip, is using the windows on these doors. So if I delete the windows there and in the back, it doesn't look as good. It kind of looks really weird. So not only are you putting windows on the doors there, but you're also putting them directly behind, just so you can kind of like see out. I feel like that gives it the best look. I've tried it multiple different ways, and I think that looks the best. I mean, even like that just looks kind of weird to me. So this is how I like to do those open door moments. And I think a really cool build idea could be trying to put different office spaces in some weird, unique spots. For our next hack, I'm gonna show you how I made these custom counters. I think they look really, really pretty, very modern. For these, we're kind of going for the same kind of vibe that we had before with the fireplace and the bed frame, except these are debug canvases. So what you're gonna do, once you've got your debug on, these are actually pretty easy to find, which is nice. All you gotta do is type in canvas, and you are gonna see these here. These are the canvases that I like to use. I think I found perfect sizing with the small painting sized up one time. So use those and kind of just put them around the sides of your cabinet. I like to use this one because I really like the top of this counter. For my handles here, what I used is this shelf. This is a base game, the Joko flat shelf. All I did for this, super easy. You just have to turn it around and raise it up so that this part is facing the front, and you got yourself a nice wooden looking handle. I also did that for my cabinets over here. I feel like it gave it a really, really sleek and modern, cute look. And again, with our custom art, I think this kitchen is adorable, and this whole little like living room space I am just in love with. I can put these rooms on the gallery if you guys are interested in that as well. The last room I'm gonna show you is this bedroom here. This is actually my favorite building idea or building hack that I'm gonna show you guys. I'm calling this my skull collection. I feel like it sounds really cool, I don't know. But anyway, first thing we're gonna to show you in this collection is the dresser over here. So how I did this here is actually the skull display case. This comes in so many different colors, so if you want to mix it up, maybe you want to do a white one, a little less of the like gothic kind of look, then you can definitely go in and try that out. There's also a brown for some wooden tones, but this is what I've used for the detailing along the back. And then here we've got our Debug Skulls. So if you've got your debug on, these will be found under miscellaneous under decorations, and there are tons and tons of different colored sugar skulls that you can choose from. So what I've done here is I used these for my handles, which I think looks so freaking cool. I actually like zoomed out. I don't really think they really even look like skulls. I think it looks so freaking cool. So that is the first little piece of my sugar skull collection bedroom that I've created. I've also made this mirror. This one was really, really easy. All it is this shelf and this mirror, and you can put this one on top and it literally matches the shape perfectly. And finally, I also did the skull bed frame. This again, very, very easy. You can see I used the little skulls on the dressers here as well. So essentially this here is just a base game end table. The Simplicity nightstand, I started off putting that near the bed. Again, sized down these sugar skulls and just raised them up where the handles would be. And then I also kind of finished that part off again with this sugar skull case right there. I feel like that looks super, super cool. To pull it together, I used a shelf kind of connecting the sides there, and along the bed frame, I sized down our sugar skull case twice. And I just kind of lined them and used every other one as just like a plain black sugar skull case and then one with the color on it. And I think that little detail just looks amazing. Again, you could do this with a white bed. You could do this with some brown wood as well, and I think it would look really nice. But that is what I did for my sugar skull tips and tricks collection. So that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know if you want to see more of these Sims 4 like building hacks or tips and tricks. I really enjoy making these videos. I think they're really fun. If you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.